in China, kids can also get back to having fun too.
Disneyland in Shanghai just reopened today, and this could pave the way for Disney World in Orlando to reopen. Give you an idea of what to expect. The park in China is going to be kept at less than 30% capacity. Lines and rides are going to be spaced out to meet social distancing guidelines, and visitors will be screened for fevers. Characters also are no longer giving hugs or high fives, but visitors can still take selfies.
Yes! This is great news. Disneyland Shanghai is back in business, just with a few added safety measures, such as no hugging the characters, like Cinderella, Ariel, and Snow White. And I know that's really gonna suck for all the kids and their creepy dads. And I think staying away from Disney characters is a great idea, especially Donald Duck. I mean, that dude doesn't wear pants and he spits when he talks. It's like a one-man Corona factory. Now, if Disneyland wants me to come back, they gotta add even more precautions. I'm not playing with my life. First of all, Disneyland, you gotta get rid of the 7 dwarfs. Yeah, I'm sorry, but Sneezy and Sleepy, those guys are not cute anymore. Those are just coronavirus symptoms. Oh, and also, from now on, I say that nobody should be allowed to open their mouth when they're screaming on a ride. You just gotta hold it in.
At Fuji-Q Highland amusement park outside Tokyo. These are 2 of the park's executives stoically riding Fuji-Q's biggest coaster, Fujiyama, while displaying proper etiquette for their no screaming rule, implemented apparently to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Fuji-Q said it received complaints the rule was too strict, so the fun park released this video to prove it can be done. The 2 men, as you see, one wearing a full suit and tie, do not change their expressions for the entirety of the 4-minute thrill ride. The video then concludes with this philosophical piece of advice, quote, "Please scream inside your heart."
That's right. Scream inside your heart. That's the same advice Dr. Fauci tells himself before every press conference. It's a really hard thing to not scream at an amusement park. And it's going to be extra hard at Disney World, because people there scream every time they see how much a hot dog costs. What? I paid what? And I guess one person who will never be able to ride roller coasters in Japan is my best friend Olisa, because this is a clip from us riding a roller coaster before coronavirus. I miss human beings.
Disney welcomed guests back to the most magical place on earth Saturday, the biggest test yet of a major corporation opening its doors in the middle of a pandemic.
There are strict safety and social distancing protocols. Visitors are required to wear masks, and they'll hear this message.
For the health and safety of everyone, please wear a face covering. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Basically what we're saying is, why are you at Disney World, dumbass? It's crazy that we're in the middle of a pandemic that's killed hundreds of thousands of people, and there are still folks out there like, life isn't scary enough, let's go on a roller coaster. I mean, look, when my time comes, my time comes. But I'm gonna do all I can to make sure that my obituary doesn't say, cause of death, Space Mountain. And this isn't just dangerous for the visitors. Think about the risk this poses to all of the Disney employees. I mean, the safest job they have right now is the one inside a 200-degree rat costume. Like, what dad is so cheap that this vacation is worth the risk? Honey, it's 15% off Disney tickets. But Harry, isn't there a pandemic right now? 15% off. You go get the kids, I'm gonna load the van.
Forget munching on those Mickey pretzels while strolling through Disney World in Orlando. Eating or drinking while walking has been banned to ensure that people are wearing masks while moving around the park. Now, in order to eat or drink, people have to be stationary and 6 feet away from other guests. The only other time that guests are allowed to have their masks off is at special relaxation stations that are set up around the parks.
Okay, so basically what happened here was, Disney World said that for safety, you need to wear a mask unless you're eating. And so everyone at the park was like, no problem, I'm just always eating. So Disney decided it had to close that loophole. And to me, that's some bullshit. I mean, they're taking away one of the main draws of Disney World, which is walking around eating junk food all day. I mean, that is as crucial to the Disney experience as meeting Mickey or going on rides, or wishing you never had kids. Not to mention, if you're walking while eating, then you're distracted by everything else going on, you know? If you have to sit while you eat, that gives you all the time to reflect on what you're actually eating. And that's a reality no one should have to face. Also, how is Disney gonna tell us about our food hygiene when the Little Mermaid is literally over here brushing her hair with a fork? I mean, the woman collects trash. Is nobody gonna talk about this? She's collecting trash.